We're going to see the celebration, the completion of writing the book. It's going to get pretty crazy.
What do you think of this event, officer?
The world is a very complicated place. Torah gives you a user manual.
What do you think of someone that doesn't follow the Torah?
After the war, people thought that the Jewish nation was finished.
Do you know what these mean? Fire, yes.
We're all brothers and sisters.
You hungry? We're at the border between the men's side and the ladies' side.
People are always asking about the women and the separation.
Everyone's so easy to pass judgment about how bad we are.
It's a bunch of emotions. I don't even know how to process it.
There he is.
Oh,
there he is.
Hello. How you doing?
SHLOIME.
Looking good. I was going to tell you to bring a suit, but I guess you got the memo on your own. Oh, okay.
SHLOIME, you're looking dapper, buddy.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Did you bring the Santenello suit?
Got the Santenello.
Okay.
So what are we getting into today?
So, it's a really long story, but to make a long story short,
All right.
we have this holy book called the Torah. Essentially, it's the Old Testament. It was given to the Jewish people by God on Mount Sinai 3,333 years ago.
Yep.
And it's also the basis for many of what are considered the great religions. So obviously Christianity is based on the Old Testament. Islam as well, more or less. So this is the book that we live by.
Yep.
And we're not writing a new one, but what we're doing is we're writing a new copy of the book, and we're going to see the celebration, the completion of writing the book, and then the celebration, the procession of taking it into the synagogue. It's going to get pretty crazy.
Written as by hand.
Written by hand, 100% by hand, 600,000 letters.
For how long?
It takes a full year.
Wow.
So hopefully we didn't miss that. We probably didn't, but it's going to be happening any second.
We are on SHLOIME time. No offense.
Yes,
no offense, buddy.
My bad. I came almost 2 hours late for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've heard that before.
This is hello. This is a solid party, SHLOIME. Hello.
Right, here we have a normal neighborhood, guys, and then we go right into this party. This party is happening.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Okay. Thank you.
I see what you're doing with SHLOIME.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Quite a celebration. Quite hectic. Festive. Yes! Lily, how are you? What's going on right now? They're writing the last bit of the...
Yeah, the Torah was already written in Israel by a special scribe, a Sofer. And then the tradition is that the family and friends finish it off. So actually the letters are written, and then people just fill in. It's like stencil.
Is this very rare, having a Torah come into the world like this?
It's not so rare anymore. I think it used to be more rare when there was less money in the community.
Sure.
But when people start making money and then they want to do good things with it.
You basically hired someone to write this for a year.
Yes, it took a year.
So what does it feel like now for you?
It feels like when you are expecting for 9 months and you have your baby, you know? Or like you raise your child for 20-something years and then you marry them off. That's what it feels like, this feeling of ecstatic joy and relief that like you did it. And also it's a tremendous honor. I feel very humble. Not everyone my age or is able to do something like this. And for me to be able to do this is actually an honor. My grandmother, who died 1 year ago today, she was a Holocaust survivor, and I was very, very close with her. And when she passed away, I said, like, what can I do that's everlasting? And this is something that's everlasting. It's her legacy that stays forever. And so that's why we decided to do this.
So this is dedicated to her, and then where do you put it?
It stays in the synagogue.
Okay.
And it gets read from every Sabbath. And then if the synagogue is used during the week, it gets read during the week too.
How many pages is it? Well, it's
not
a scroll,
pages,
so
it's a scroll. This is real ink with a quill. It's written very specifically. He's trained for a long time to know how to do this.
So there are a certain amount of people in the community that have been trained for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a dying art or is it growing?
No,
are the young
it's
people
actually,
getting it?
Look, he's young. He's newly married, young guy. Yeah, young rabbi in his 20s.
when a Torah goes into the world, what's your thoughts?
It's part of my, actually part of me.
Can't describe the feeling.
Sturny said it was like giving birth.
100%, I agree with
I
it.
guess the
I
closest we
get it. Yeah, 100%, it is.
Tight. It's like the front row of a concert. Thank you. Watch out, little dude. What is this thing? This, it's like a car?
A canopy.
Oh, she's a canopy.
There's live music coming from a truck that you're gonna see in a second. It's gonna leave. The truck is gonna lead the procession.
Okay.
And everyone's gonna follow after.
What do you think of this event, officer?
It's amazing, really. The community spirit's amazing.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Are you Jewish or no?
I'm not. Nope.
Yeah, me neither. I think
my first time being exposed to it was pretty neat.
we're the only two non-Jews here.
That and my other guy just down the road.
Okay.
It's pretty special.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
So now we're walking the Torah through the streets. We're dancing the Torah through the streets. There's a procession with music, and the kids are all holding torches. It's a sign of honor for the Torah. This is a very joyous occasion. You have to understand, all of us here are Holocaust survivors. After the war, people thought that the Jewish nation was finished. We would never rebuild ourselves. Now all over the world it's happening. You see hundreds of people dancing our book, the holy book that we believe in, through the streets proudly. We're not afraid of anybody. It's a very, very emotional experience.
What a cool, beautiful, exciting, invigorating, spiritual experience. You can feel the connectivity here. You can feel the culture, the depth, and even the cop there, right? He was all saying how cool it felt, the community you feel with this group. Now I'm in because of my other videos, but they're very, very accepting. They've been very accepting to me. Everyone's been very kind, very open, and I gotta admire it. I gotta just stand from the sidelines here and say, I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know what it's like to be Hasidic. I'm an outsider, but as an outsider, I can observe and respect it and admire it. It's quite a beautiful thing.
Basically, in our community, and according to religious Jewish law, we consider it inappropriate for grown men and women to dance together.
Okay.
So this is more like the guys will do the dancing, and the women will like follow the procession. Because again, this is the way we see things. If the women are going to be dancing, it should be more of a private thing. So at a Jewish wedding, which unfortunately you have not yet been to, but one day we'll make it happen.
Okay.
There'll be like a divider in the middle, sort of so the men won't see the women dancing, and the women sort of look at the guys dancing. But
Okay.
I'm sure you understand why there's a difference.
So why is that? It's a modesty thing, right?
Yeah, it's sort of setting a boundary in a healthy place so things don't progress from there. Again, in our values,
Right.
any dating or any almost relation between the sexes is for marriage only.
Right.
So
by keeping the genders separate here, that eliminates any temptation, or?
yeah, any temptation, anyone going too far, especially in this climate, there's the whole Me Too movement and whatever. I think the Western world got it wrong
Okay.
And it's healthy to have boundaries in a certain place so that they don't end up, so people don't end up crossing really serious boundaries. The world is a very complicated place.
Yep.
And the Torah gives you a sort of user manual, how to navigate life, staying out of trouble, living a meaningful life. Today it's so easy to get distracted. There are people, I mean, I'm worried about kids today, for example. Kids who are growing up on the internet, right? Playing Minecraft or whatever. It's okay to play and get your, you know, everyone has to have an outlet. But some people are literally living in a virtual world, and when they're gonna hit 50, 60, 70, they're gonna say, what did I do with my life? Like I didn't live in reality.
Right.
The Torah is just, it's a guidebook. It's a user manual for life. It has things about marriage, about charity, about how to bring up children, how to be kind, for health. It teaches us how to live. And it's...
So what do you think of someone that doesn't follow the Torah? Like myself.
So I love you, Peter. You know that. You're one of my closest friends. And I just feel like as long as you're living a meaningful life in your way, I'm happy for you. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm trying very hard not to convert you.
You guys don't do that.
No, we're against it. We try very hard not to convert people. But we do believe that there are very valuable lessons in there that can benefit all of mankind.
So in a way, you have to be born into the club.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. This man he's an amazing person. He's a very amazing person.
I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you. Sorry, I don't.
Don't worry. Do you know him?
He's very famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
How are you feeling out here today?
Beautiful. I did one of these like half a year ago. It's a very momentous time. It's a special occasion. It's one of the, you know, the biggest things, big celebrations. It's like you celebrate something that's, you know, deep, and it's a very festive event.
What's your name?
My name is Pesach.
Pesach.
Yeah.
Peter.
Nice to meet you. Likewise.
You guys, how you doing? How you guys doing? Thank you, Pesach. Guys, what do these mean? Do you know what these mean? No?
Fire.
Fire, yes.
Weißt du, was das meint? Verwusst die aus das?
Fire is indicative of light. Torah is the light. So it's symbolic of leading the way, lighting up the way for the Torah scroll, which is really, if you think about it, Judeo-Christian values come from this.
Yeah.
From this thing.
And Islamic
all
values,
of it.
right?
All the Abrahamic religions come from this. And when you add a new one, handwritten, it's a huge, for us, no matter the stripe of Jew you are. I'm not Hasidic in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
You know, and
but you blend in with the Hasidics, no problem.
Because you know what, we're all brothers and sisters. Yeah. In the world, we really are. That's all of us.
Yeah.
And you have something like this, which is just a celebration of goodness.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And you see the pure joy in people. And
pure joy.
Pure joy. And that's because this is, it's just a legacy. More than anything else, whether you believe what's in there or not, whether anybody believes what's in there or not, where it came from. What you're seeing here is a tradition of 2,000 years old, handed father to son, to parents and grandkids, all of it. And it's all based on this. What a joy.
Yeah,
what a
passing
joy to
down of the story.
Passing down of the story.
It's beautiful.
And you do whatever you want with that story, whatever you want with it. But this transcends all lines, all of it.
So this is the female section.
Yes.
And so Ellie brings it in for everyone to touch? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, he's bringing it by so that the women and the kids can kiss it.
Here they come, here they come.
So, as you may have noticed, we were now joined by a few more Torahs that were taken out of the synagogue, and they're coming out.
This is the synagogue?
So, I don't remember this being the synagogue, but I guess it is.
Okay.
But I saw it from a different angle, whatever. So basically, the Torahs are coming out to greet the new Torah. We consider the Torah like a live document.
Yeah.
It's not just because it was given to us more than 3,000 years ago doesn't mean it doesn't apply anymore. It's continuous.
Yeah.
It stays alive and its rules are always applicable. So the idea is that these Torahs are like coming to greet their new companion, which will be with them in the Ark. Because they're not just objects. It's like they're alive. So
you feel like they're living, breathing objects.
Well, not physically, but on a spiritual level. Yes, so they're like coming out because they're also part of the celebration. Yeah, basically, if there's one mistake, even one letter is partially rubbed out or whatever, then the whole Torah is no good. For example, there's a computer program that scans the whole Torah, because for one human being to go through 600,000 letters would be insane.
Wait,
so now,
a computer program?
Yeah, they've developed a computer program that automatically scans it and it can see if a letter's out of place or whatever. Yeah. So
and if it's out of place, they got to go back and fix it.
They have to stop using it until it's being fixed. And the Torah that cannot be fixed has to be buried, like a body, like a human body, because they're live beings.
Ellie and Sterny are the representatives of what Yiddishkeit is really all about. It's they have their inside is so pure, and they're able to share it with the external world, with people around them on all levels. That's what's so amazing about them.
So they're saying some prayers before the Torah goes into the Ark. See the Ark over there?
The Ark. Okay, let's go up there.
Yeah, come.
So there are prayers before it goes into the
Ark?
Ark?
Prayers, and then they're probably going to dance a little more.
Okay. The Torah's going here.
The Torah's going here. It's safe so that they, God forbid, don't get stolen. And those little things down there are little pointers. When we're reading the Torah, we point to the verse and the word that we're supposed to be reading. Because you're not supposed to touch the actual scroll with your bare hands. You're supposed to try to avoid doing that. And these are the 10 Commandments.
All right, guys, hear that? Hear how quiet it is? I'm thinking that's not gonna last. So here we are at the ballroom. Dancing, right?
Yes, sir.
Music?
Now it's gonna be a lot of food first.
Ooh, you gotta check it
sit down and eat.
It's got a pink theme, pink-purple theme.
Yep.
And candles.
All right, romantic. This is a rabbi, right?
This is the rabbi, LUBAVITCH, the same picture again and again. Today is his...
It's LUBAVITCH rabbi.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Hasidim, there are many sects, right? Like 200 sects or something?
There's a lot of sects.
A lot.
Bigger ones, maybe 10 big ones, and then there's like a lot of small ones.
So this is LUBAVITCH, which is one of the big ones.
Yeah,
Satmar is like the very conservative, like the most conservative, right?
Yeah.
You're Satmar.
Uh-huh.
LUBAVITCH is a little more jovial, humorous. Chill.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this it?
Yeah, it sounds like this is the woman's side. The men's side.
The woman's side.
Yeah, you can probably just walk through.
We can walk through. Women's side. Beautiful. Here we have the men's side. Dance floor. Quite a setup. Hey guys. There we go. Look at this setup. Oh, and there he is. Let's go. SHLOIME.
You hungry? Anytime Jews do anything, we celebrate, we eat, we drink, and we have a good time. That's the way our religion works.
So, there isn't an issue with liquor or alcohol in Hasidim, is there?
Not at all.
It's completely open.
Yeah, we believe that everything's healthy in moderation.
Okay.
Some people will take it farther than others, but as a general rule, we all drink.
Look at this guy. He's a model. He's a model.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think so. Does every Jewish party look like this?
Not everyone. They all have the basic elements of people, food, and alcohol. But this one's really over the top.
Multi-camera shots.
No, and look at all the centerpieces, the lighting, the bar. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. We do have a good time, I promise. I'm not living a sad life, I guarantee you.
That's something that people think when they think of a very conservative religion. Like in Hasidim, I want to make it clear to you guys. Judaism is this wide.
Very broad.
You have Sacha Baron Cohen on one side, right? Yeah. He's not wearing a stremel.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. And then you have Hasidim. From an outsider, it's interesting that someone can be very conservative and go out and party and drink. I mean, party and meet up together and drink.
Right. So again, it's guys only on this side. The women are on the other side of the wall, and you can check that out in a minute. We believe everything is good in moderation, and we believe that everything that God created can be used in a positive way in the service of God. So alcohol, we all have our what shall we say?
Vices.
We all have our things that we get caught up in our head and whatever. You have a couple shots, you can get out of that mindset, and sometimes you can leave some of your nonsense behind. It could take you to a purer place. Now, if you drink too much, you're going to end up, puking in the toilet.
Yeah.
So you have to know how to do everything in moderation, and that's the key to living a very meaningful life, a spiritual life in a very physical world.
The women are on the other side here.
Yeah, they're on the other side of the bar.
So after the event, they meet in the parking lot?
Yeah, like if my wife was here, I'd take her home, I'd drop her off, whatever.
But you would meet outside afterwards?
Or in the hallways. Listen, if I needed to talk to her, I'd go to the end. I'll show you, and I'll mention for someone to call her. But yes, general rule, it's separate, and we believe that these boundaries are very healthy.
Yeah. What would you say to someone that they think that's a bad thing, that the men and women are separate?
You have your opinion, I have mine. I respect yours, please respect mine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to push my agenda on anyone else, God forbid.
Yeah. It's not my question, it's just one I get a lot with the Hasidic videos I've done. People are always asking about the women and the separation.
Yeah.
And I try to explain it, hey, look, it's not my religion. I show it, I talk to people, I respect it, but it's a common question.
Yeah, but I think that if people are open-minded enough, they can see that there can be benefit. I understand, trust me, I understand why people would want to mingle with women. That makes perfect sense to me. But there also is a benefit in keeping things pure, and there's a lot of chaos that happens in the outside world between guys and girls, and we can avoid a lot of that by keeping to our traditions.
Gotcha. This is no man's land.
Right here. We're at the border between the men's side and the ladies' side. As you can see, it's mostly closed off, but it also is open, so that if I needed to talk to my wife on the other side, or I wanted to say hi to a neighbor or whatever, I could do that. But as a general rule, for the most part, it will be separated. Just to chat with other people, we would probably I would stay on my side of the fence.
To conclude, the strength of a woman, if you didn't know by now, is superpower, almost unnatural. Tonight is about a woman that, despite her dire circumstances, which is my grandmother, she used the power to rise up a Yiddish family. She was able to pass down that power to her granddaughter. May the power continue to inspire many women for generations to come.
The Rebbe talked many times about the word Yisrael in Rosh Hashanah for Yesh Shishim Ribis Isis.
It feels really humbling, really special, really special. That's the truth.
So emotional. It's a bunch of emotions. I don't even know how to process it. I can't wait for this event to be over, to go home and to really like, okay, what happened? What happened over here? Right. Why did I feel so emotional? But I feel it just added, written down the Torah that was given so many years ago. And it still continues and continues no matter what.
It's something that will always stay in the family. Basically, it's a family heirloom. And it stays in the family for generations to come.
Guys.
Peter's family already. Yeah. I told him from now on, any family event, he has to join. Just
yeah,
family.
I feel very welcomed with this community. So thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Peter, for coming. And I appreciate
And thank you for showing the beauty of our culture. I know in today's day and age, it's, you know, everyone's so easy to pass judgment about how bad we are and how negative and all of that.
Right.
It's so important for people to see the beauty.
Yes.
Which is
and
something
it is,
we have.
it comes through.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Peter. Thank you.
And then Shalom.
Yeah, we got Shalom.
You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
Peter. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
It was really nice that you got to experience this, and I experienced it on a deeper level because you were here. So that's one thing I would say, and another thing is just like, I don't know, keep your eyes open. You know, be open to learning about other people.
Right.
Don't form your opinions until you know those people you're forming the opinions about. That's all.
Fact. Guys, I hope you felt some of that. Ton of energy, ton of positivity, a lot of sweat on the dance floors, like running to the bulls. But you can't fake raw emotions, and there was plenty of positive, beautiful, raw emotions. So I hope that gives you another perspective into the Hasidic Jewish community. Just Hasidim is a complex world.
Yeah.
And that's one angle in. So thanks for coming along. Great to see you again, SHLOIME. Always the best making videos with SHLOIME. And
we'll be doing this more.
We'll do it again.
We'll see you sometime soon.
Can I tell him? You just got back from...
You can tell him. We'll see if we can leave it in. Yeah.
You just got back from...
I just got back from Kabul, Afghanistan. Met with the last Jew who lives there. It was nuts. Always a crazy time in Afghanistan, and thank God I'm alive to tell the story.
SHLOIME goes in deep. You're actually a little more adventuresome than me these days.
I know you're going to be in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
so.
okay, but I'm not going in as a Hasidic Jew.
No, I didn't do that.
That's
either.
next level.
I had to cover up.
You tied him up.
Yeah, it would be
all
suicidal if I didn't.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming along. Till the next one.